What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Josh Helm here, Texas Best Construction, bringing you another update on this Weatherford turnkey build that we've got going in Weatherford, Texas. And I walked up the hill just a little bit and you can see there's a lot of landscape in the background of this build. It's a beautiful setting right here in Weatherford. It has some really nice hill country feel in some of these areas. It's rocky in certain places, but we're having a great day of progress right out here in Weatherford. Some of the progress we got going on today, we've got our sheet metal insulation crew here. We've got our stonemason working today on our safe room. And we've also got our electricians in here running electrical for the living area. So we're gonna do a little walkthrough on this build. I hope you enjoy this video. Let's get it going. Guys, check out this front porch. We've got a beefier steel that we did here. This is an 8x8 welded porch post. If you're really trying to increase the dominance front presence of your Barndominium, this is a good way to do it. Go to an 8x8 with your front porches. We've done this before. We actually did it on our Maypearl Barndominium years ago, and it really is killer. Looks amazing. Like I said, our sheeting crew's out here working today. We got a lot of materials as well staged here. And our stone guys are over here. Abel and the crew are building us another safe room in the shop area, which I'm going to show you guys here in a minute. But I think this is going to be a fine entry point coming into this Barndominium living quarters right here with the shop space here on the right access there. So a lot of progress. Let's move inside. Look at these solid steel doors here. So this is pretty slick. It's got the ability to open these screens or this glass, this frosted glass here. Pretty similar to what you've seen us do in the past, except for this ornamental iron here. That's a little bit different, but nice. Moving in through here, you guys might remember this as we were in our wood framing stage. I walked you through this. A lot of natural light in this build. We've had HVAC in here, and now electricians are in here doing some of the pre-wire for the rough in. This is the open area, obviously. As we come in, living room over here. We've got a fireplace that'll go here. This is going to be an electric fireplace. This is always a good thing to consider doing when you're doing airtight build, you know, so you're not having to create this extra space, but it's going to give a nice appeal for the entryway there. And we're going to talk about a few things here as we go through this. So that's a big ladder, isn't it? 14-foot eaves over there, just to give you guys a perspective. Yeah, that's an 8-foot door. So this is a very large room. We've got 12-foot ceilings throughout on all these bedrooms, all the way down. So the hallway, 12 foot. And already, as we take a look in here, check this out. A couple things going on here. We've got these toilets that are mounted to the wall. This is what this looks like. We got this frame. I'm not sure the brand of this right here by just looking at it, but you can see how these are bracketed and attached to this 2x6 stud wall. And they go all the way down here. Very sturdy. And then these are the bolts where your toilet actually attaches. But here, not only will we have this wall mounted toilet, but we'll also have a urinal on this wall. So you can get an idea of what's happening there for this guest bathroom. 12-foot ceilings will be maintained throughout. We've got a bedroom right here off this wall. And I'll show you guys up in the mechanical area here in a minute. But I wanted to remind you of the layout. There'll be a walk-in closet right here and a Jack and Jill bathroom right here for the vanity space. We've got quite a bit of blocking for the mirrors that's going to go in here. Got another one of these toilets and another urinal right here and a drop-in shower right here. So Got some of this blocking in for the handrails that'll go in there. And same here. This is a Jack and Jill bathroom that flows into another bedroom. Some really nice windows here, natural light, all Anderson. I believe these are the 100 series. Very nice window package on this build. Black on the inside and throughout. As we come down back into the hallway, here is the owner suite. 12-foot ceilings. You can kind of see the setup here. We have HVAC, two vents on this side, return on this side. All this is covered up above. I'll show you guys that space off of the owner suite. On this side is a very large closet. I missed this, and I did this in the last time I did this video, but this will flow to a utility room for the laundry area right off of that corridor. So very large utility, mud bench area, drop zone. This door will go out into the shop. Again, they didn't scale it back here. They used these steel doors. We got one off of that front living area over there too, which I'll show you guys some of the stuff that I missed. And then this access right here will serve a purpose. This is actually for the safe room. So they'll have a door right here that opens into the safe room. We've got some ductwork that's going to feed air conditioning into there, but I'm going to be actually building a fur down on this wall and up here that will allow us to get these ducts put in the wall. So a couple things we're doing here in the shop area. This is the ductwork I was talking to you guys about. We will be rerouting that from the inside. That's for our shop restroom. And then again, this is going to be the safe room. Same thing. This ductwork will be actually routed from the other side. We will have to leave some access points for the ductwork to come into the wall. So we will have to make some openings there before they completely close that in. But we're going to make some ports where some of that can be brought in. But these guys just started on this. And so this is going to be the setup. I do have a couple little lines that interfered, so we're going to be moving that over. A couple things going on here. We actually are going to have our electric panel, our power is going to be controlled from this area, and the client is doing solar out here. So there's going to be a separate panel to control that. It's a smart panel that will go next to it. A little bit different than what I've done in the past, but he's already ran some of his solar up here. He's got a pretty cool little rotating system that he's built back there. But this is our dividing wall between the living and the shop space. Different kind of framing that we do here on hybrid steel frame buildings than what we do here. So we got steel back here in this area. And you can see that the ceilings are already spray foamed. I'll show you why when I take you up here into the attic space. So before I go upstairs, this is going to be a shop entry door. Also, this one here will go back into the living area. And you can see this is our steps that go up just for the attic. We always do an exterior door right here because, again, this is outside and this is our air barrier. So as we come into this attic, show you some of the setups that's going on here. Performance Air, these guys have actually already been here. And you're seeing something familiar to what we've done in the past. This is a whole home dehumidifier right here, which is piped back in to the fresh air return, our sending side. This is the return side. You can see where this is ducted in from this plenum to take the air to dehumidify that air. I'll show you guys a little bit more back here. This guy did a really nice job had plenty of room here for this install as well. This is the reason why the shop was already insulated. One of the things we started doing is trying to get those guys in here, go ahead and insulate the roof lines so that we can have all that insulation handled before AC, ductwork, all that kind of stuff starts to happen. So this is an ERV system. You can see we've got a pre-filter here. This is just a Fantech box right there that's got the filter, and I can show you guys that. So this system is a pre-filter, bringing in the outside air. Sometimes you get a lot of dust from the outside. This is just a way that you can pre-filter that air before bringing it into here, into your ERV. So the goal for that is you limit yourself on having to change this filter quite as often from just some of your outside elements. You can see all this green piping. What is this, you might say? Well, this is coming from all of your bathroom areas, laundry room, and this is a manifold system right here that feeds back in and flows back into this ERV system that we got here. But overall, this is a clean setup. I really like in the occasion where we're using some hard pipe, but this setup here, you can see using the saddles, and this just made for a really nice install as well, having this spray foam already finished and a lot of additional space up here in this attic. So I think this one is really, really cool. A nice setup as well. This is the part of steel framing here that happens sometimes. So what we essentially did is we framed this roof line just as if we normally would. And that's why you're seeing this beam come back down and join that. So that is a little bit of a head knocker. That just put a sign on that, let people know to duck before they come up here. But not too bad overall. I mean, I think this is a great extra bit of space for storage. You are seeing some of our exhaust line up here. This is actually going to be routed up. So they've terminated that from the wall. This is going to be routed up into the roof. This is for our exhaust vent for the cabinets. I did think, hey, before they close this up all the way, it'd be kind of cool to show you guys the setup up here in the attic. So this is the Santa Fe whole home dehumidifier. I believe this is like an Ultra 98. And so again, the purpose for this is when you're building for air tightness, air doesn't have anywhere to go. So this is what this system is all about. We're removing the bad and keeping the good and bringing in fresh air continuously for this whole home system. But the communications are a little more advanced as well. So there's a lot that we can do from a communication standpoint. Variable speed carrier unit there. This is the large April air filter there. Very cool. So again, similar setup that you guys would have maybe seen us do on our black gold Barndominium. But I thought I'd show you guys that. See, I don't mind seeing a lot of this duct if we can keep it organized and up high. Definitely makes it better. Really nice for a crawl space. So let me know what you guys think about this attic space. Again, this roof framing actually gave us a little bit more interstitial here for ducting into that main living room, which was pretty nice. The overall flow, not too bad. Worked out really good. You can see the fall over here. When I came out here and did the dirt work, there was a big depression here. I mean, Matter of fact, I think I went up 6 or 7 foot. It's quite a buildup that I had to do here on this backside. We did a chemical injections underneath this foundation. So obviously we need more dirt back here. That's going to be one of the things that we'll need to do here coming up. This is a nice little back porch that they got here that looks back. Nothing but view back over here. So we already knew this was going to be a little more complicated for the location of where we were going to build, because you can imagine you can just drive right out and straight down. And this is sort of a drainage way back down over here. You can't probably see it that well, but this is a drainage way. As a matter of fact, they've got a gap fence down there. So that's the reason why we chose this elevation, to stay and maintain. I feel good about the height that we ended up being at, but they do need a lot more dirt here on the backside. So that's just the way it's gonna have to be. But the guys are working steadily. We got trim that still got to be put on. They went for black on black, which I personally like, and standard pretty much porch here on the back. We will have some wall penetration there for the fresh air up high back there on that back area. But yeah, this is the Weatherford Barndominium exterior. That's a quick little update on this build. It's Weatherford, Texas. We'll be showing you guys more on this project. We've got a lot more to do here, obviously, but it's moving along, and the guys are working here on this beautiful sunshiny day in November. Can't believe this year is coming close to an end. We're getting there. I appreciate you guys following along. If you got questions about hybrid steel framing, about this build, or any of the systems we're using here, let us know in the comments below. Try to answer you as best as we can. Maybe we'll come back and bring Ken with Performance Air, talk about this whole setup for the HVAC and how they intend to program, what kind of tests or what kind of information you can get back on the reading and the sophistication behind the system. Building for air tightness requires maybe some extra work on your HVAC. Not extra work, but some extra things. Like if you're enclosing that, you're going to want to process the air, have filtered air, make sure that you're dehumidifying, you can stay comfortable. And it's not, a standard air conditioner don't always do that. It does dehumidify some, but it's not enough, especially when you get this volume of space. So it's something to keep in mind. If you guys have enjoyed this video, hope you'll hit the like button. Also put a comment below. Share this to somebody else. We've got more to come on the Weatherford Barndominium. A lot more to come on the channel, Texas Best Barndominium. If you haven't subscribed, do that now. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, all the other socials. I'm Josh Helm, wishing you all the best. Thanks for watching Texas Best.